Good morning, students. Today we start a new chapter, Changes Around Us. Let us try to understand what is a change and define it in terms of science. We can define change as an act by which a thing will form or becomes different than its previous self. For example, whenever the ice will melt, it changes into water. So it changes its form from solid to liquid. Some of the changes we have performed all around us are: we have blown balloons so many times. Balloon will change its size because we blow air into it. We also have made so many paper planes by just folding paper. So we have changed the size and the shape of the paper. Mother will make rotis from dough and she will change the shape and the composition of the dough and make rotis. When you sharpen your pencil, you change its shape and size. Even the clay will change and form into a beautiful pot. There are mainly two categories of changes: reversible and irreversible changes. Let us try and understand what are the main differences between them. The changes that can be reversed, that means they are temporary. They are the reversible changes. So they are also called as reversible reactions. These reactions happen temporarily. That means one substance will be modified into another form, but no new substance will be formed. For example, when we take some water and put it in the refrigerator, it forms ice. That same ice will melt and form the water back. When we boil water, it will vaporize and form steam. But if we cool the steam, it will form the water back. These changes are happening because they are temporary and reversible. It is the same water which is just changing its state from solid, liquid to gas. There is no new substance which is formed in the change of state. Irreversible changes are permanent changes. So whenever a new substance is formed and it cannot be reversed to form the original substances, like when we heat or burn something, we will release some gases and ash will be formed. That cannot form the original substance back. Even when we powder something, like if we powder the wood into sawdust, we cannot get the log of wood back from the sawdust. So such changes are called the irreversible changes. That means they cannot be undone. So when your mother bakes a cake and once a cake is made, it cannot go back to the original ingredients. Similarly, when you break an egg and fry it, you cannot get the original egg back. Burning of paper is another chemical or irreversible change in which new substance, that is ash and smoke, is formed that cannot form the original paper back. So all the physical changes of state from solid to liquid to gas or from gas to liquid to solid are reversible changes. So please remember, change of state is always a temporary change. It is reversible. Heating is increasing the temperature and cooling means temperature is decreased. So just by doing increasing and decreasing of temperature, we are doing physical or reversible changes. So when chocolate is melted, it can solidify again. Hence, it is reversible change. But cooking of eggs or boiling of eggs will make a completely new substance. So, it is a irreversible change. Similarly, when we dissolve sugar in water, it is a reversible change because, as you all know, that by evaporating the water, we can get the sugar back. Now, whenever coal or petroleum is formed, it takes millions of years to form these fuels. So we cannot get these fuels back because we have converted from the fossilized remains. So formation of coal and petroleum is also a chemical change. In fact, any change that involves flame or change in the taking or giving out of energy will often cause a irreversible change. That means a new substance will always be formed. Now let us see the difference between reversible and irreversible changes. Glowing of electric bulb is reversible because, as you know, you can switch on and off it whenever you want. In distillation, we got vapors from liquid by evaporation and condensation. Similarly, sublimation is a process of directly converting solid to vapor, and we can again get the solid back on cooling. You must have heard of a touch-me-not plant. If you touch the leaves of mimosa plant, they will close on their own, but will reopen it when we remove the finger. Irreversible changes are the burning of wood or paper which will give out smoke and ash. So new substances have been formed. Rusting of iron, in which rust cannot be changed to iron again. Similarly, when your mother makes curd from milk, you cannot get the milk back. And the growth of animals and plants are also irreversible. Just like you have grown since you were a baby and now you can't become a baby again. So let us now recap by just looking at the picture and summarizing what is reversible and irreversible. So when we form ice cream, we can melt the ice cream again. So it is a reversible change. Whenever the vase will break, it is a irreversible change because you cannot get the vase back. But if you dirty your room, you can get the clean room again just by organizing your things. So it is a reversible change. Again, frying of egg is a irreversible change. Formation of ice into water is a reversible change. But burning of wood is a irreversible change. Similarly, whenever you will scrub any dirt, it will again be dirty if you don't take care of your substances. So cleaning is also a reversible change.